everyone, welcome to another episode of Last Days in Uni. It's nice having you here again. I am Abdulhamid Alavi Adeyemo, an exceptional masterpiece of alcoholic. Stay with us as we go into this episode properly. On today's episode, our finalist is a student leader heading the second largest association on campus, and it is second only to FUNAPSU. He is also from the department with the highest online presence, the Department of Agricultural Extension and Rural Development. I am joined on this episode by the NAS president, ISRAEL Olumide Olaoluwa, popularly known as Sunshine. Sunshine, it's nice having you on the show.
Good morning.
Welcome, good morning, and thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Let's start from here. As the NAS president,
Yes.
before you became NAS president, you used to be a sports person, particularly with football, and you represent NAS, even FUNAB.
Yes.
How merging FUNAB and being the NAS president and you being a player, how has it been for you? Let's start from there.
Is a very tedious work, not gonna lie. But I feel one quality of a leader is when you know how to multitask very well and be disciplined when it is time to go for the official work you do and when it is time to go for the sport activities you do. It's about giving time and dedicating things. And I also believe in there are some activities or there are some tasks like my board or my executive or the executive can carry out, like I can just give out to them that okay, take this out, do this, so that the burden will not be too much.
And there been a time that your role as the president, NAS president, and your passion as a footballer, maybe they have clashed, and
Yes.
there is no time that it is not a situation where you can delegate that task of the president to another person. Has there been a situation?
Yes. A lot of time like that. But due to the fact that let me give an example. There was a day I had to give the state of association at the sitting of the NHL floor, and at the same time a student of mine had issues with the directorate of sports, and that might actually lead to something like it's a very great issue, you understand. So I just had to be at the directorate of sports office. Then that day I was not even able to communicate to my speaker that I will not be around, blah blah like that. But immediately I was done there, I just had to call them at the house that okay, I had an issue at directorate, instead of my issue at the directorate of sports, I am trying to solve it. And once I say that, they understand. Since anything like that has not happened before, and whenever maybe there is issue like it's clashed, I'll have to attend to the president's work first.
Before we continue, let me mention that while he's the NAS president, the questions we'll be asking or the interactive section we'll be having will not necessarily based on his role as the NAS president. But there are times the discussion will have to drive there because he is the NAS president. But we are having this section as him as a finalist, as a student. So for the NAS section, as him being the major or being NAS president, that one will come on campus leader government review. So anticipate that. But for now, this is Last Days in Uni, and we are focusing on the guest as a student and as a finalist of Federal University of Agriculture at Abeokuta. Having said that, let us now go into this properly. The department, Agricultural Extension and Rural Development, was that your first choice?
Yes, of course.
So what prompted the choice of Iyaudi?
Okay, from onset, I feel I'm this type of person. I have a. You permit me to say this in Yoruba.
Of course.
Uni Owo, like he has a green hand. Like I don't know how to say it. When I was still much younger, I love venturing into anything like rearing animals, planting, all these vegetables. I own a fish farm then when I was still at home. But when I entered school, I had to stop because there was no person that would manage it for me. And I do build cage myself. Do all this buy all this broiler livestock. So I love, and there was still a time like that. We had the compound of my dad is cemented already, but I just wanted to do like a small vegetable garden. I had to.
But going by what you are saying now, you are supposed to be in maybe
okay, very good.
Animal
so
science.
I had a cousin then. So I had a cousin then that just came out of Funab then, and I went to meet him. I was like, I have passion in Greek. I was not like, ah, okay, no problem. He explained everything to me. I was not like, oh. When he explained everything to me, like, he explained based on the college. Then he said co-plant, colanin, and colamon. So he was just like, one this with animal, one this with
Plants, the
land,
other
and
days
what
with
do they do,
management.
the management, the research. So when he explained deeply, I actually fell in love with the aspect of going out,
Okay.
researching things, and telling out to people that okay, this is the proper way of doing things. And because I'm just the type of person, I love to get to know new things and then to share it to others. So I feel that aspect I will actually love that aspect very, very, very well. So it is not that maybe I base it only on planting, then I rear goats and chicken and all this livestock very well. So then
That's nice.
okay.
Thank you so much. So as the next president, what are your top three challenges you face as the next president?
Okay, though some will be something I would not really love to see online, but I'll
Okay.
still say
You
some
can
here.
share the one you feel you want to share.
The first challenge I felt like or I feel is I'm facing is just where like we don't really give the body the necessary, I would not say respect, or the necessary call. I don't know how to put it. The we are not taking it up to standard
Okay.
in the sense that they just like it's just not like it's not something that
That's
is
you can do it anyhow.
can do it anyhow. Because when I actually wanted to come up, I feel like we ourselves, the students that are in NAS, they are not helping. Because in the sense that imagine calling up for event that is agri based tech event. You were present at my first event.
They are good excellent.
We should be more than that. We should have turn up more than that.
Exactly.
And then whenever things is going on in at NAS level, the failure of the HOCs and maybe the departmental president to carry to disseminate the information to
Okay, yes,
the
you pass it across.
passes across. And also I feel since we cannot get close to all these people directly, their departmental president are not helping actually. When I came on board, I was trying to make a program happen, which is agric
Agrifusion.
fusion. I guess you know about that. I was trying to carry all departmental president along so that we can come up with something, but their response is very, very low. Like
Yes,
you
yes.
understand. So that's part of the challenges we do face. The low turn up from people that we call ourselves like we are agric based people. Like the turn up are always low, and we just feel like we can just do it anyhow.
Looking back, as from 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, 400 level, 500 level, what are your worst moments you feel you have experienced in this FUNAP? The worst experience, worst moments, maybe moments you feel like, oh, maybe I should even give up on this course or in this university.
On this course,
Or maybe in terms of the responsibility that you are taking,
okay,
maybe
okay, okay,
just your
okay,
worst
okay.
moment
Okay,
generally, not
my
basically as
my
class president, but
my
now you
worst
as a student.
moment as in relating to my course, I don't think I have one.
Okay.
Or maybe I don't think I have one
Okay, as a student
as a
generally.
student generally. But if you're referring to the fact that as an HOC, I mean as an HOC, like I wanted to drop when I was in
Oh, you were once in the
I
NHOC
dropped HOC in 400 level.
400
That was
level.
when Aditola took
Took
up
up.
the
Oh,
post.
oh,
I then I hate it when I do something and I don't get the enough accolade I should get. You understand? Then I don't have the belief that even if you are doing good, not everybody will like you. That's the fact. So then I'll feel like despite the sacrifice I'm giving to this department, are you who you guys
you're
do
not
you want to do
saying.
like this? Like understand me? I will tell you to come to somewhere by this was so time. You will not be around. Okay, I will tell you I've got them already. You now be like, why will we go? A lot of insults, stuff like that. I wanted to show that time, a lot of time. But my friend will say that no, they don't bomb me. Say you are going nowhere, you have to do this to the end, blah blah like that. But we thank God, child. We thank God. And then I was not even the HOC before, I was the AHOC.
Okay.
Professor was
Was
the
the
HOC
HOC.
show
Okay,
me,
okay,
but
okay,
after
okay.
a few weeks, things happened. I became the HOC for
Okay.
100 level then, alongside with the that I play ball in 100 level, shit like that. So it's just like some people that are just like their tango list among them. But then I don't know how life goes that even if you are doing good, not everybody will like you.
Definitely.
Not everybody will like you. So I feel like dropping it that time. And in terms of results, I feel like dropping it. Then when I had my first result, but I felt like it's normal. Because I guess because we were doing online class that time,
Yes,
everybody
100
was not
level.
really serious. We
100
don't really
level
know
was worst.
how. I thought it was still secondary school, but thank God for still thank God for right mind
Exactly.
academy. So my 20 level I picked up back. I guess I started attending right mind 100 level second semester.
Oh.
Yes, and
Yes, most of us, our 100 level first semester, I don't want to say it was a waste, but then
it's not that the result was actually bad, but
you don't
it was
get
not
to
what
know
I was
exactly
expecting. It was not
what
what
it's
I
supposed
was
to be.
expecting. So, but I still thank God.
It's even good that you were on an HOC of a department, so you'll be able to talk in this aspect. But see, of course, your department has the highest online presence currently in FUNAB. Finalists, this our set, rural Gen Z.
Yes.
So the belief of most people, including myself, is that you guys have that time to be providing that enough content back to back because maybe you are not doing so much in your department. Your department is just a flexing department.
No.
So what are some of the misconceptions you think people have about your department that you would love to
Okay.
clarify, especially because of you guys online presence? I feel they should change that department, especially for your level, to agricultural content creation instead of agricultural extension and rural
Now, the
development.
misconception is that if you're saying that we have a lot of time, it's not about we have a lot of time. If you have a lot of time, AFM should also have a lot of time to create content like that, and Agad also should have a lot of time to create content like that. No, it's not because of a lot of time. I just think because of the cooperation. You understand? It's not about there are sometimes that we will still be in school 2 o'clock on a Wednesday that we would have finished class since 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
It's not about the sacrifice and the cooperation we've put together, and with the help of Aditola, is really trying when it comes to the aspect of organizing people doing it. It is not easy, low key, and underneath there are always a lot of fights most times. We want to create content, like we just need to change it for each other first before now come back to okay, let's do this, let's do that. You understand? So it's not about that. It's a lot of time. It's about dedication. And on normally there are some days that it will even be a free day, an holiday or something. We still come to school and come and create the content. But it's not that we don't have things we are doing. We just have to put it aside. Okay, imagine me, Steph, showing up in the content. It's not that I don't have things I'm doing. I just have to sacrifice my time and stay. And most times, it might just be like in the morning before the lecturer comes, we just let's do something. You understand? It's not really easy. It's just about the dedication and the cooperation that we've given to it. Honestly,
So that's amazing to know. How many courses are you doing this semester?
we're doing 9 this semester.
9 courses.
Yes,
That means you be having class virtually every day, or
we have
almost every day.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I added the what's this? The project already. The project already. Now there's no class for project,
Oh yes,
and that's the 4
definitely.
units.
Like that's like 8 classes.
Yeah, exactly.
8 classes. Okay, no problem. That's nice. Now, every one of us will definitely have some of the things we are regretting or we felt we could have done better. So if you look back 100 level to this moment, what are the things if you can go back in time to 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, or even to 400 level, what are the things you could have done better that
I
would
guess
have helped you?
one of the things I would have done better is I would have done better in my networking skills. Yes, because I believe there is power in networking and getting to know more people, and I would have do much more better in my academics. I guess that's all. That's the thing. Do much better in my academics, and then my networking skills, I would have built on it very well. And another thing I should have, maybe let me say, I should have jumped into a business because I have the audience or something. I've been getting on that. But when it was around 400, 500, I've been thinking, okay, what can I do? I don't just want this audience I have to waste. But it was already late. I was not even thinking straight. I don't know what to do, you understand? So that's the main thing. I feel.
The essence of that question is actually to help the people who are in their lower level to also take note of the things that they should have been doing right now. So talking on that academics, you said you should have done better on your academic. What are the things you could have done differently specifically?
There's no how you're going to do something that you're going to do it perfectly. But the best thing is that when you know you've made a mistake, check your ways and find the way you buckle up and do it. I guess in 300 level, my result was affected. It was not this one, it was really affected. It was because it was that 300 level. I'm not a social person from one set. I'm not a social person. But now,
So you change now.
but
See,
now, if you're
definitely
talking
change.
about
Being social.
social clique on campus. I
Yes,
feel to
yes,
an
yeah,
extent
of course.
my
Even to
clique,
win, to win the last president's election, it
my
has to be with some
my
kind of
clique,
social.
my clique would mention, you understand. I don't go to parties before. I don't like. I'm just a
Mm,
single person. My movement in other level was go to church, play ball,
in
school.
class.
That was it. But I feel 300 level when I became the president for my department, I I slacked a little bit with my academics and not even only that. That was when I started getting to know more things. Like I was more exposed. So
Okay.
it's just like an advice. Like whenever you are getting exposed, there are some things you should not neglect.
Mm,
And people that you started together, people that you know they will tell you the fact. Whenever they are telling you the fact, do not neglect them. It is fine. The best thing is that when after people beside you that can correct you, not people be, not people that they are only staying with you because of what you
you
have
can offer them.
or what you can offer them. Exactly. People that know that they can face you anytime. I have a friend like that. He does not care about what I have to offer to him. He's going to tell me the fact that okay, this is what you've done. You should not do it like this. And whenever you yourself they correct you, take it with love and then don't feel remorseful. Once you're corrected, just find the way you adjust and then such will not repeat itself
Okay.
again.
If you are talking about sunshine as a student in FUNAF, one thing that we cannot neglect is your sports life, which we've also mentioned briefly earlier. So now, before we go to the project, because the project on this show, we also talk about projects where you give us about what your final research project is all about. But before we go there, so now let's talk about one aspect of your journey on campus, which is very essential, which is the sport as a
Okay.
football. I want you to take us through the journey of your sports career, football career, from 100 level
To
to your
date.
your good moments, your worst moments, the moments you feel proud, the ones that felt bad. I want you to talk extensively on
Okay.
this as much as you
In
can.
FUNAB there is what we call there's team. That team is based on it's not based on anything. Team can just come together and form anything. And there's
Okay.
departmental ball and shara. Okay, I
Okay.
started with I guess the main thing that made me popular was from these sport activities than the HOC self.
Mm.
You understand? In other level, we are still the best department. Whenever it comes to sports, in fact, from 100 level to 500 level,
Level.
there's no department that comes near ERD. And there's no
Okay.
department, there's no college that comes near Kunamot.
Me, I'm not a sports person, so
But like
I cannot dispute that. I cannot
we
confirm
have the
whether it
facts.
is true or
We have the
it is not.
facts. We have the facts.
Okay, you tell us as we
Yeah.
go on. Yeah.
So I guess in other level we were the champion for NAS. ARD was the
Okay.
champion for NAS.
Okay.
Um after we played NAS Specials Cup that was organized by Comrade Nigel,
Okay.
we played SCG Cup. That
That's
was
same 100 level.
yes, and we won Cup. I guess was it to penalty? I don't know, but we beat Cup that time also. We got that one also. So in 100 level, a team came to meet me. That was I drew then. I should come and start playing for them. But because I guess I don't have the courage like that then, and I was not a captain Kulamo to take the freshers cup. But I was not meant to be the captain that final match. I was not the one that captain from the group stage to the final. But during the
Okay.
final, I was not a captain, maybe because the captain was not around or something like that. So I started my team career, blah blah, in 200 level. I played with Fish Park. Fish Park. That was the first time I played with in Fulham.
Okay.
That was owned by Imzi. Imzi is a graduate of AMP. So after I moved from Fish Park, I played for Bob Boys. Bob Boys is a team that majorly entails Fulham Road guys. From Bob Boys, I played for Titans. Titans is a team that is dominated majorly by Kulanim students. And then from Titans, I'm currently playing for Smart FC. Smart FC is majorly like we just picked randomly
Random
from,
people.
but we have major people that they are from Kulem, Smart,
Okay.
Kulem and Kulamo. It's just like a mixed stuff like that. But there's no cup I've not won in FUNAB before. I've won the SCG Cup, I've won the Intercollegiate, I've won the NAS, I've won the Jeans Cup, I've won the HOD Cup, and I guess in the biggest competition in FUNAB, that's the Intercollegiate. I won that when I was in 400 level. That's the VC Cup. In 300 level, I got the NAS Cup. I've gotten the NAS Cup twice. The SCG, that's the SCG, the where we have Kulamode B. I got it once. Also, that's a good medal. And then, but there's this time it was not a bad moment actually. That was in 100 level. I cost us. Let's say how it was me and my friend. We were playing as 5 and 6. A pass was coming through. He gave me a very short pass. So they collected the ball from me and
And
they
the
scored
score.
us. They used us to they equalized. So and that led to penalty. I started crying actually on the field. That was 100 level. I felt so bad. But at the end of the day, we got the cup.
Wow.
So far in Funab, I've never regretted of going into sports activities, and I've represented Funab in a lot of universities. That's where Comrade Patrick comes in, CSO.
Okay.
We've gone to, we're still going to LASU very, very soon. We've gone to Ajayi Crowder, we've gone to OAU, we've gone to UI, we've gone to Lee City, we've gone to OUI, we've gone to OOU, and a lot of school. We've gone to Crawford, Crescent, a lot of school. I guess that's the only one I can
Oh,
actually remember. But in terms of FUNAB competition, FUNAB football, I completed it.
exactly. Yeah, it's even almost everybody. And where I get to know you first too was through football. Me, I was not a sport person, but then I just visit the sports center and then watch the matches. Let's assume someone in this lower level is watching this now and also interested in going into or playing for one of those teams. What are the procedure that someone can take so that to
Okay.
play for one of those teams?
You can just go to the sport SCG sport director. It's very,
Okay,
very
all
easy.
those things are being controlled by the.
Sport
No, I don't
director.
want to use the word control. I know that you will supervise them,
Yeah,
you be the sport
exactly. He's still
director.
going to be the one to organize competition for them.
Okay, yes.
You understand? He's both organizing for the department and for the team also.
Okay.
That team does not have to do with any department you're coming from. You can just come from anywhere. So you want to play for this
How,
team.
how does the team get the funding? You have to buy the jersey, kits,
Exactly.
things like that, register because for except if it has changed
To
now.
my
I know
best,
if you want to participate in a football competition, the team has to register.
that is
All those
exactly.
funding, where do they get them from?
To my best of knowledge, there are some things that they have people like founder, like Bob Boys now. When Bob Boys was still in existence, they might have a sponsor and the sponsor will cater for the jersey. When it comes to form, the founder might decide to give out the money. The founder of Bob Boys, they are my brothers. Understand? But that does not mean I did not play for them at the stage, and I played for them at the stage. Understand? And now coming to a team like Titans now, Titans is dominated by students, like more of students, like we know each other. Like it was not really dropped by someone. It was the coming together of AMP students. So we have something they call board in Titans. So they might just say like, okay, each person pay 2,000, each person pay 1,000, and I feel it is passion. People will
Yes,
pay
yes.
it, and sometimes it does not need for anybody to pay. Someone might just decide that okay, I want to sponsor us, let's do this, and but most of the jerseys are already sponsored. You have a brand. That's why you, aside from the team name, you will see the brand name
Brand name there.
on the jersey. So when it comes to fund money, we might just tax ourselves, okay, pay this, pay that. You understand? So, and it is going to, since it's passion, and at times some might just stand up like, I want to pay for the form, I want to do this, I want to do that. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all.
That's amazing, and I'm glad that people who are just like me too don't have an idea of what that used to be now. They get an insight into how they work now from what you have shown. Thank you so much. So now, lastly, is the an essential part of our academic journey as a student, everybody generally, which is the final year research project. And I'm particularly curious about you because I think I've not gotten the chance to know what the project looks like in Kola mode. I've had an interaction with someone from Agad, Alima. She was on this show too. But then I've not really gotten to know other departments and each student in particular. Unlike co-learning, co-plant, and co-field and co-learn that I see no part of it. So I would love you to walk us through what your final year
Okay,
research project
my
is
my
all
research
about.
is on the roles of financial inclusion in Aribu crop farmers in Igbo State. Like when we're talking about financial inclusion, like it's like we're trying to bring farmers into the financial life, like making them, like I talk about rural farmers now. After my rural, when I'm dealing with rural farmers, I now have I would like to say a niche that I'm facing rural farmers. I'm facing the Aribu crop farmers in
Okay,
Igbo State,
okay.
and I'm using my study areas. And my study area is other local government. They have not gone for the data. So how can they boost their financial inclusion, like how they participate in financial aspects, in the sense that now how can they get access to credit facilities, how can they save their money, how can they make their, how do I say it, how can they make their transaction much easier. Have they even heard anything like bank or all these local bank, all these like opay stuff, like okay, how they can get to use it more and more, like rather than going around with a lot of cash, how can they interact, like exchange things online, you understand, not necessarily meeting physically. Let them know that they have access to, and they let them know that there are grants that are coming from the federal government that they can also partake in, you understand. So that that's just the main thing that my project is dealing with. And some people also, you will see them in the aspect of what they talk about now, going to the study, like how are they coping with the climate. I think that's another aspect that I know a lot of people that are working on climate, how it is affecting them. And I have a lot of people that are also working on things like, when we talk about how do I want to put it, like how the sales is going, like did they really get much. But the one I'm really familiar with, aside from my own topic, which is financial, is the aspect of the climate change, how it is affecting them. And some people like, okay, yeah, another one that deals with the, where they get new research, like innovations. Are they able to accept the innovations?
I think
Like when they get the innovation, how is it much easier for them
to adopt it?
if the extension agent brings the innovation to them, or you tell them about the innovation, how did they really adopt it? Did they adopt it fully, or did they adopt it partially? And then who are those that monitor the adoption rate? Like are there people that enforce? It's not about enforce. Like are there people that monitor people? Are there people that monitor the farmers on how
To encourage
to
them to
encourage them?
adopt it.
Obviously, if they want to adopt a new thing, obviously there will be challenges. You understand? Like it's just like me, I don't know how to use. Let's use OPay for an example now. I don't know how to use OPay to buy. I only know how to use OPay to send money. I don't use how to buy recharge card, buy like that. So it's like how we can increase farmers to take up innovations that are being bring up by extension agents.
Exactly. I was even going there when you mentioned about your own project, because I felt the major challenge you face in that your project is them adopting it. Because you know those rural farmers, the
They will not
elders,
even
they
really
were
want to
so
believe in
adamant on
anything like
what
internet,
exactly
like
they were. This is how we have been doing it. This is how we met our forefathers doing it. They may not want to really adopt it, and I think that would be one of the greatest challenges we face in that aspect of project. And well, I hope you have your things put in place in order to
yeah.
convince them to adopt it. Because even if we talk about the financial aspect now, you will have to maybe teach them or encourage them on how to use smartphones,
Yes.
because with their own
And whenever whenever we are even going to the whenever we are going to the study area, to the best of my knowledge, we need to get some things like snacks for them, just to. There was a time we even went out. It was on the course. We had to go inside lab with her area. All these people were trying, like, if you cannot give them money, they will not see
answer
anything.
you.
Like it was the men that came out from there. Like if we did not give them anything, we are not. We even bought soap, like one pack of soap, one pack, like a pack, like there's 24 inside it. They said they don't want that. You should give
want
them money
money.
first. Not only, so there are challenges like that that we are actually facing like that.
Thank you so much, Sunshine. And finally, is I want you to use this moment to appreciate some people you would love to appreciate. Give a shout out to them. Anybody,
Okay,
anybody at all.
there are a lot of people. Okay, I will start from my
Your
brother
girlfriend.
that I know.
I thought you, I thought you wanted to start from here.
I don't have one.
You are saying this on cam.
Yes, I don't have
If
one.
if she sees this, you are denying her
I
on
don't have one.
camera.
I'm serious. I don't have one. I'll start from my school brother that turned to my blood brother, Anilati Muluazid, just a graduate of ALD. I will move to Adewale Malik Berry. He opened my eyes to a lot of things. He's my current um, coursemate in 500 level. So my lovely brother Frank, I guess you know him
I know Frank.
from
I know Frank.
ALP. A lot of people, my departmental mates, they are really amazing because Without them, I might not be outside there today. Or because without them even voting for me, I guess everything started from me being an AHOC. That was where the journey started. And majorly, I should have put my parents ahead first. Majorly to my parents, I really appreciate them. And a lot of friends I've met in Funab. And I hope in the nearest future, we're going to meet ourselves in big, big places by God's grace. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, Sunshine. I
Thank you
really
very
do
much.
appreciate this. And that has been an amazing section with Israel Olaoluwa, popularly known as Sunshine. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. This is Last Days in Uni, and I am Abdulhamid Alabi Adeyemo, an exceptional masterpiece of alcoholic. See you in the next episode. Bye.